Hi everybody, it's Chef Rob from Kitchen Market and Chef back in the brewery again. So Peter, my recipe for today I want to do is a braised beef shank. And I really want a nice beer to go with it that would really bring out that beautiful taste in that. What do you recommend?
I would definitely recommend this. This is our Conker's Chestnut Brown Ale. Let's have a taste.
Oh.
See.
Oh, wow.
It's nicely balanced between the malt and the hops. Maybe a little bit more on the malty side. Gives it a good body, but still low ABV, around 5%. Should work well in the dish and to pair afterwards as well.
Excellent. All right. Okay, we got our beer. Let's head into the kitchen and let's put this beautiful recipe together. Thanks, Peter. Hi everybody, Chef Rob here, back in the kitchen. Wow, we got our beer from TWB, so we have this wonderful chestnut brown ale that we're going to use in our braised beef shank and pasta dish in that. In the drop-down box, you'll find all the recipe down there. Just hit it, you'll see everything in there for it, okay? Let's talk about braising and meats such as beef shanks and that, right? The one thing with what I look at braising as, to me, braising is oil and steam. And really all it is we're just heating up a pot with some oil and we really just want to brown and sear up the beef shank to start the cooking process. And then the rest is really around in a pot with some beautiful liquid, some different, we're going to use some root vegetables, some celery root and that, and some Roman tomatoes, and we just wanted to slowly cook in that, and that's what really breaks down the meat and really adds that amazing flavor to it, okay? So, I know you looked at the recipe and you're probably saying, 5 hours? Trust me when I say this, this is one that's a beautiful recipe that you just sort of, it's a great Sunday recipe. Start it in, noon on Sunday and put it in the oven, and really it's only a bit of prep. And it's really just, leaving it in the oven and let it slowly braise and cook through it. And it is amazing. You're going to really enjoy it, okay? So to start to get ready for it, what we want to do is just, a little pepper on it, season it up with a little salt and pepper, okay? All right. Okay, so we're just going to season up with a little salt and pepper. I got my pot behind me. I got a nice Dutch oven. I'm going to heat it up with the oil. Now, here it is. You want it very hot. Make sure you have your fan on. It will heat up quite hot in that when you're cooking this one, okay? So I'm gonna head over, I'm gonna get it. All right, so I have my beef shank seared up. I got my pot here now, and now all I'm gonna do is brown up my onions and my celery roots, okay? So I'm just throwing that in there. And again, I'm just trying to grab all that beautiful flavor from the meat and the oil in that. One of the things you may find in this one, you may need to add a little more oil as you're browning these up. So I'm just going to grab a little more oil here. And again, even if you get a little burnt on the bottom, like the brown on the bottom, that's good. That's what you want. You want that beautiful flavor in there that we're really going to pull out when we deglaze with that beautiful chestnut brown ale. Okay, so while this is all nicely browning up in that, I've grabbed the paste here. So this is some tomato paste, some anchovies, garlic, and I just sort of minced it all up in that to add. It adds a beautiful flavor, and it's really, if you had a very French style of stews and stuff like that, this is one of the pastes they do for that. So very traditional French style. I really love it in this. It just adds another element of a flavor and beautiful in it, okay? So our onions are all beautiful, nicely browned here. So all I want to do with this paste is I just want to cook it a bit, just to sort of bring out that flavor in it. So I'm just pushing it around the pan. And it's really, you can smell that beautiful flavor of that tomato in there, that garlic. All right, so now we want to do the deglazing. So we'll take our ale here. And this is really where you want to sort of pull all that beautiful bits off the bottom of that pot. And just keep And really all we're trying to you're just deglazing this and trying to take it down by about half, okay? And again, just keep scraping all those beautiful pieces off the bottom. Oh, it smells delicious. All right. Oh. And again, like I say, that paste is, if you're not in anchovies, absolutely just don't put them in there. Just do the garlic and tomato paste. Again, it's very classical French cuisine, where they did just they'll do a lot with that mixture and that. And I encourage you to try it, because you'd be amazed at how wonderful that flavors come out of this. All right, okay, so we got this nicely reduced down. What we're gonna add now is we're gonna add our tomatoes to it. And again, with the Roma tomatoes, I just, I seeded them, chopped them up, and just cut them up in that. I left the skin on. You can, if you prefer the skins off, absolutely, go for it. All right, so now we'll put in our beef broth. We'll just let that heat up in that. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to get our stove on, set it to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and this is really about where you just let it sit in that oven for 5 hours and just let it slowly allow that steam to break down the meat and really cook and bring out the beautiful flavor of this meat in here, okay? So let's get our meat in here now. When you do put your meat in, think about it being about three quarters of the meat is covered in the liquid now, okay? All right. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to throw the lid on this. I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'll see you in 5 hours. All right. All right, 5 hours later, here we are. So we have our braised beef shank. Wow. Oh, it looks amazing. All right, okay. So one of the things I like to do is, if you notice I didn't do a ton of seasoning in that, this is sort of kind of where I do the seasoning now. What I'll do is I just, put a little kosher salt in it. Just put a little bit of seasoning in there. A little ground pepper. All right, so let's have a look at this. Now remember, when we put this in, like this is the beef shank. And literally, wow, meat just falls off the bone. It is amazing. And what's nice about it is, it's like literally fork tender. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's have a little taste of it. Oh, amazing with it. So, one of the things I really like, sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. What I like to do with it is, I'd like to put some beautiful meat on here with these just incredible tomatoes. Wow. So, there you go. Braised beef shank on a nice fresh pasta. And again, it is just an absolutely amazing way to take a tough cut of meat, a little not that expensive, and really take it and make that beautiful taste to it. And the nice thing about like a beef shank, that really tough type of meat, maybe a chuck or whatever, the one thing I really like about these meats is if you cook like a stew or this and you eat it the next day, you're still gonna have that beautiful meat taste and that flavor from this and that. It really holds the flavor. But again, I know it's 5 hours, but I'm telling you, it's the best 5 hours you're gonna spend. So give this beautiful recipe a try. You will love it. So again, Kitchener Market is open from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. All the vendors are on kitchener.ca vendor. And yeah, so give this one a try, especially with that TWB. It is fabulous. So to everybody out there, please stay safe. See you real soon. Thanks for joining in. Bye for now.